Hey guys, I thought I would do a quick update for you today. As far as TTC, we haven't really gotten anywhere. We're kind of in the same boat that we were before. We are entering the fertile window of this cycle, and I think I'm on like cycle day 11 right now. So we're optimistic that this cycle will, have positive results just like we are every cycle. But I have not called the doctor yet, so we haven't done any additional testing or interventions at this point. I know that I had mentioned that I was considering or thinking about doing something more for this cycle. But with everything else that was going on in my personal life and just how busy I've been, I haven't had the time to make any doctor's appointments. So, in talking about that, you may have seen, if you follow me on Instagram, that I applied for a job. It was for a different specialty, and it was in the same hospital that I already work in. So right now I'm a med surg nurse, and I applied for a position in our OR, and it would have been 8-hour days, 5 days a week. And there were a few problems that I found with the job. I was offered the job. I ended up turning it down. The reasons for turning down the job offer were there were quite a few actually. One was the call requirement was more than I had anticipated, and to work in the OR, there's a strict 30-minute call requirement. So if you're on call, you have to respond within 30 minutes, and it's because of C-sections and cases that are emergent. My hospital isn't a trauma center, so we don't operate 24/7. We have hours that our hospital is closed, or our hospital's OR is closed. So during those times, somebody has to be on call in case something emergent were to come up. You would have to come in and operate. So that's understandable. Also, being that it's a small hospital, their rotation for call is every 5 shifts. So every 5th night, every 5th holiday, and every 5th weekend, I would have been on call. But I don't live 30 minutes from the hospital. So they said that was unacceptable to respond in greater than 30 minutes. And I live about 45 minutes away from the hospital. So that being said, what I had decided was the best option was that I could stay at my parents' house while I was on call. That was the best solution I could come up with, but still wasn't really ideal. Who doesn't want to be able to go home on the weekend or, sleep in their own bed at night? So that didn't really sit too well with me just because it was so often. If it was less often, I think that would have been better. Another thing was the fact that they weren't offering me a pay raise. And I was being required, or, all our nurses are required to get several different types of certifications, which on the floor that I work on now, I'm not required to have. So right now I just have to be BLS certified. I would have needed to get ACLS, PALS, and perioperative certification to work this job. And that being said, that just means that I'm caring for more acutely ill patients or patients that are more unstable than the patients that I'm typically caring for on a med surg floor. So that, to me, it just seems like a higher pay would have, been justified for this position. And I'm pretty sure that typically they do make more, and I probably could have negotiated for more, but because of the other reasons that I decided not to take the job, it just made sense to not even bother with negotiating for this. So lastly, the other reason is I'm feeling like we're probably going to have to at least get some fertility testing done, if not go through some type of fertility treatments to ultimately have a successful pregnancy. And with working 3 12-hour days, I have days open that I can go to appointments. With working 5/8s, I don't really know how that would work. And it just didn't make sense to take a job knowing that I'm probably going to have all these doctor's appointments. And so I just decided for my best interest and the department's best interest, it would be better for me to turn down the job. It just did not fit my life goals and my needs at this time. So I also have an application into another local hospital. That hospital does offer 12-hour shifts, 10-hour shifts, and 8-hour shifts. They also are within 30 minutes from where I live now. So I would be able to be on call at my house. So I'm hoping that I hear back from them. They're having a job fair, but it happens to fall on one of the days that I'm already working, so I won't be able to attend that. As far as the rest of my personal life, I did just enroll for my final classes for my bachelor's degree. So I will be completing that at the end of February, which I'm really excited about. That'll open up a lot of free time. I'm going to take a little break before I start my master's degree program. And my dogs are trying to say hi. Hi, Lovey. Oh, hi. Thank you. Okay, no, calm. Oh my goodness, get down. Stop. So anyway, I'm at least going to take the summer, until the end of the summer off to just have some time to enjoy life, because I have really been trapped at my computer for, it feels like too long. Really, it's only taken me, it'll be under a year to complete this program, but it has felt like a really long time. So I am very much looking forward to just having some time to enjoy life and do some fun things and spend time with my husband and get out and do all the things that I haven't been doing. And one of those things that I haven't been doing is running. And I really do need to get back into that, but I just have been so bogged down with everything that I haven't been able to motivate myself to get up any earlier than I already have to get up to go run. So I'm really hoping that as my load gets lighter, the last 8 weeks that I'm in classes, I'm only in one class instead of taking 2 classes. So that's going to make things a lot easier. So I'm hoping that that I can just, kind of start living my life again at that point, even though I'll be 8 weeks away from graduation. So that was probably a lot of information that you guys didn't care too much about, but it's just what's going on with me. I thought I would share a little bit of that. And so I hope that I have good news for you at the end of this cycle. I'm really enjoying watching everybody's updates and crossing my fingers for all you ladies that are TTC and, sending baby dust and prayers your way every day. And so if you guys have any questions or comments, just let me know. Send me, comment below or hit the like button if you like my videos. Hopefully this wasn't too boring for you guys, since it wasn't quite as TTC related as my usual videos. And I'll keep you updated and talk to you guys soon.